RC Chaser. We are RC Chaser.
Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put a spell on me, and I hope that you never decide to set me free. The way you're moving has got me moving my own feet. The greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. And I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Take this slow, we've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Yeah, you and I as one will always be better than two.
RC Chaser!
trees blooming. Better than two.
I am RC Chaser.
Hey, well, nice flight.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Fernando.
Wow, this is a beautiful plane. So I've never seen one of these before. Can you tell us about
this
it?
is actually new aero control Huracan. This airplane was introduced approximately, I think about a year ago almost, maybe a little bit more than that, a year and a half. This is actually the first prototype 3D airplane from them. This airplane's about 7 pounds lighter built. It's strengthened in certain places actually for the 3D maneuvers. And the big thing, if you swing around here, Fernando, is that you have a full thrust vector pipe, which is custom made by Lawrence Bornreiter from Autobau Bornreiter over in Austria. Best pipes in the industry. He makes thrust vector pipes for the Mephisto, thrust vector pipes for almost all the really high-end jets. Best in the business, honestly. He's I would consider these are the Rolls-Royce of pipes. They're made out of really high-end aircraft steel, and the quality is superb.
Hey, Henry, tell us what's in it.
Actually, equipment-wise, this pretty much has obviously old Powerbox equipment. I'm using the Powerbox core with the new Royale SR2, as you saw earlier in the video. I'm using the gyro setup, the iGyros, to run pretty much my thrust vector. If you see the thrust vector, it's got gyro on it for stabilization, and also the whole aircraft.
So you have the setup system here that's different.
Yes. The setup on here is much different than the standard airplane. The normal, I'm going to switch this to normal flight. As everybody knows, on a normal airplane you have ailerons, elevator, rudder. On this airplane, I have thrust vectoring, and I have additional stuff to help me do some of the tumble maneuvers. I have ailerons, elevator, elevator vector, and the rudder vector, as well as different position of flaps, which I actually use. As you see, the flaps go substantially down, and I use those when I get in and out of high alpha or hover. During the video, you guys haven't seen much high alpha or hovering. It's because on the second flight of the airplane, this is, I believe, the third or fourth flight on it. On the second flight of the airplane, I did get into a high alpha and try to get into a hover, and the turbine started starving for air. So I'm going to have to get some we can call cheater holes or air ducts underneath the fuselage to allow for air to be sucked into the turbine when I'm in a high alpha or high angle of hover. That was causing some initiation of a compressor stall. I heard it, and I actually flew out of it and didn't want to try it again because I didn't want the engine to shut off. So that's going to be modified. Again, this is a prototype of the airplane. Flies amazing. As you guys saw, this is something that I have not seen with a 3D airplane, which I've flown a lot of 3D aircraft. If you guys have followed me on the RC Chaser channel, this airplane on a flat spin stays in one spot. So from, again, aerodynamics, I think what's happening is that the wings are producing lift, which is keeping the airplane in a flat and pretty much in a same spot in the air without dropping or climbing while I'm doing a flat spin. So the faster I go, kind of like a helicopter, it's keeping it flying in the air. So that's actually something really cool of this. It's going to be really fun taking it to some of the events once I start feeling more comfortable with the airplane to get doing that much lower to the ground. That's pretty much about it. I do have MKS 599 servos in it, all power box equipment, and of course the new Jet Central Dragon 300, hence the scheme of the airplane. You guys can pick up this aircraft or the regular Huracan over at Aero Panda, and they're pretty much the U.S. exclusive distributor for the airplane. So I appreciate it. Thanks very much, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
I am RC Chaser.